hope you've been having a wonderful, wonderful week. And even if not, that's okay too, right, little bunny? Some weeks are good, some weeks are bad. They all even out in the end. It's so funny. No matter how good things get, it all just normals out in the end. Okay, your daddy is a little slap happy today, little bunny. Slap happy or slap exhausted. Queen Little Bunny and I just watched like a 4-hour movie that we started late. So it is already past 2 a.m. where I am right now. In the city of my dreams, little bunny. Hopefully you'll be in the city of your dreams. I don't know. What are we even doing? You're going to have to go easy on me tonight, little bunny. This may be a completely trash episode, but what's really important to me is that I'm here for you anyway. I want to always be here for you. And at the very least, I give you total permission, little bunny, always, to just tune me out. And just relax to the beautiful sounds of my voice as I say, I love you, little bunny. Because you know what? I actually do. So, very least, you can just fall asleep to this. I have some decaf coffee with me in my amazing French press. So, the topic today, I would like to talk about self-care. And I'm already feeling like I'm taking care of myself with this French press. I love it so much. Listen to me pour it. Listen to this. I don't know if this actually sounds good to listen to, but actually, I don't know. Probably doesn't sound appetizing, does it? Yeah, okay, maybe I'm not an ASMR artist. Whatever. Okay. Let me take a sip of this. Pretty good. I do hashtag ASMR though. Just because I don't know what the hell is this, little bunny. What even is the garden? I don't know. Nothing ever quite like it in the past. Hopefully a lot of it in the future. So, self-care, little bunny. Your fellow bunnies on the Discord requested an episode about self-care. And so, Daddy shall provide. The Discord, I guess I should just mention it, as part of the locked section of the garden, aka Patreon, which is 18 plus only, so don't join if you're not 18. There's all kinds of good stuff on there, great. Self-care, little bunny. You know, I have a story for you. I'm doing my best to come a bit more prepared for you, little bunny. So I have a fun story for you. Hypothetical. I want you to imagine this, little bunny. Can you imagine this for me? I want you to think of a situation. I'm going to leave it a bit ambiguous for you, and I want you to fill in the gaps, okay? So imagine there is someone who one of their boundaries is being crossed, let's say. Yeah, whether this is at work or at home, something family or friends or relationships, of any variety. And you're just watching this person who's having their boundaries crossed by another person. And it could be like the other person is being mean or hurtful or bad in some way, or it could be they're being disrespectful, or it could be that the person is not realizing the needs the person you're feeling for. Am I making sense? There's two people here. One person is having their boundaries impinged upon, or their needs are not being met. Needs are not being met by the second person. And I want you to imagine whatever this situation is, that you step in, you say, hey, person B, I'm going to set a boundary for person A, or I'm going to advocate for person A. They want to be treated in such a way, or you need to do this differently, or stop doing this, etc., etc., etc. Is this too ambiguous? I'll go for it. So, little bunny, self-doubt. Maybe I should do an episode about self-doubt. I want to be so good for you, little bunny. I want to be so good for you. I hold myself to high standards. I'm going to try again with that story a little bit later in the episode. Why don't you take a breath with me? Okay, little bunny. I love you, little bunny. I want to be amazing for you. Because you're worth it. You really are worth it. You're very special to me. And I cherish this time together. Let me cough, hold on. Haha, perfect example. I got myself a cough button finally, little bunny. Oh. Ultimately, this is just us spending time together. Self-care, little bunny. Okay, I'll try again on this story. Okay, maybe this time, this little parable. Daddy's parable from the self-care episode. Okay. I paused for a second. I have a great example, little bunny. I love this. It's a story from my life. Oh. A childhood, not trauma, but childhood horrible memory that sticks with you and shapes you. So this is back when your daddy Lindy was maybe 6 years old or something. And it was me and an older family member and his friend. So I was the young one here. All of us guys. And we had just finished like going swimming or something. Like we were on a trip to the pool. And my mom was like, somehow we convinced her that we could get a treat from the vending machine. Yeah. And it's like the most exciting thing that happens to you when you're 6 is you're going to get something from the vending machine. And so, of course, my mom said, okay, I'll get you stuff, but you all have to share. Which makes sense, right? It's nice. That's a good thing to share. And why does she want us to share? Because she values all of our happiness. She doesn't want anyone to be unhappy, which is a very noble quest. Happiness is good. I value happiness. I value your happiness, little bunny. So, your daddy Lindy and his older family member and his older family member's friend. We'll call them the older boys. So your daddy Lindy and the older boys are gazing at the marvel that is the snack machine. And the older boys were really obsessed with these like Air Crisps or something, whatever they were called. They were like these little cracker chips or something. And your daddy Lindy wanted some Chips Ahoy chocolate chip cookies. Oh, did he want it so bad? So when it came time to order the goodies, the older boys ordered the Air Crisps, which your daddy was not really interested in. He wanted his Chips Ahoy cookies. And then I got my Chips Ahoy cookies. And if you don't know what they are, it's like a bag that has just a few cookies in it. So my mom says, okay, now you 3 have to share. And so the older boys reached into your daddy Lindy opens his Chips Ahoy cookie bag, and the older boys help themselves to a little bit of the cookies. And your daddy Lindy, after the older boys had taken their share, which they were allowed, your daddy Lindy had 2 tiny little cookies left out of a bag that had like 7 or so. I don't know. So of course I got very upset because now they've got their big bags of chips. They've got the majority of my cookies when they were just supposed to be able to take like 1 or something. And I was so distraught, little bunny. So distraught that I didn't get my cookies. How does this come back to self-care? Suddenly I forgot. Oh, wow. Now I just sound like a super bitter kid that he had his cookies taken away from him. Whatever. Maybe that shaped me into who I am today. Formative experience. No, what I'm getting at, little bunny. This is how am I going to get around to this? Little bunny. Shh. Go to sleep, little bunny. Just listen to me. Just listen to me say beautiful things in the microphone. Oh. Okay. I'm going to try and give you a good episode, little bunny. Oh, the movie we watched, little bunny. Oh, the movie we watched tonight before this. It's not a happy movie either. Really, really sad, tragic movie. Yeah, don't watch Killers of the Flower Moon before you have to make a comfort podcast for your little bunny. Oh, my goodness, little bunny. But I'm here for you. We'll always be here for you every Friday without fail. From now until the end of time. Perhaps beyond that. There's many secrets of the universe we have yet to unravel. What's some self-care you can do for yourself, little bunny? I want to give you permission to prioritize yourself. That's really what this is coming down to. Back to this hypothetical of person A, person B, and you see, person A needs someone to advocate for them. And I want you to just imagine yourself stepping in and saying, hey, person B, you're infringing upon person A in the following ways. And you need to respect their happiness. You're making them unhappy in these ways, and I want you to make them happy in those ways. Give me a second, little bunny. Oh, my goodness. At least I'm having fun, right, little bunny? What's a way you want to take care of yourself? Oh, I did my first, what do you call it, a face mask, like the Korean skincare things you can do. I did that over New Year's, which I talked about that New Year's. It was an incredible New Year's. So wonderful. Such a wonderful New Year's. I did my first skincare. It's like where you got to wash your face and then you got to put, if you know what the face mask is, you got to it's like this cloth with ointment on it and you put it on your face and you let it sit for like 10 minutes and it starts to sting, but then you wash your face at the end and all of the dirt and grime has just disappeared and your face looks more clean than it has ever looked ever before. There's kind of a beautiful poetry in that, isn't there? Take the time for yourself to take care of yourself, to clean yourself up. Little bunny. I'm never going to be able to do this justice. I have a really good point to make, but maybe I won't do it right now. I will try again another time. What are some other self-cares you can do? A great thing of self-care I would love for you to do? I would love for you to get in the habit of putting on some classical music in the background. And I'm going to instruct you which classical music to put on. Because one of the worst things about Spotify and like Apple Music when they suggest stuff for you, any kind of algorithm stuff, is that they always give you really bad classical music, actually, or it's like a very narrow amount. I want to encourage you, little bunny, to put on a classical music radio station. You can get it for free online. I recommend, if you want to be like me, it's WQXR, is New York City's classical music radio station. And I have it on most days in the background, actually. It's a really nice way of making my home feel a little bit more magical. You can do it too. And when you're not listening to me, try to give you a really good honey carrot. Maybe you can put that on. You can maybe listen to the same stuff that I'm listening to. I have it on most days. So maybe you could do that while you work or something. Or I guess the self-care I wanted to say is maybe curl up on your couch with a book. Put on what is it? WQXR. You can just Google New York City radio, classical music radio. It's totally free. Just put that on or maybe read a book. You can be connected with me that way. Something great about radio with classical music, or just radio in general, but especially classical music, is that you have someone there who's making the choices for you. I really am starting to think that putting on the classical radio is a lot better than putting on a classical playlist. Because someone else is going to take care of it. There's something nice about that. It's almost luxurious, isn't it? It's like you have a little butler, personal musician. You have a curator of music. You don't have to be simultaneously the DJ and the person relaxing at the same time. So what's your self-care going to be? You want to read something on the couch and put on the radio. Or maybe you want to do a face mask and put on the classical radio. I wonder, little bunny. I struggled with this for a long time. Do you ever feel guilty about self-care? Taking the time for yourself. Prioritize yourself. You know, it all goes back to me trying to successfully tell you this parable that I invented. You know what? I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I have a pause button now, little bunny. I'm going to pause. I'm going to frickin' write you a parable. I'm going to do a good job on this. Be right back in 1 second. Okay, little bunny, I'm back. So, here's your little parable. I want you to imagine, little bunny, your best friend. And if you don't have a best friend, that's okay. I'm not sure I have a best friend. Imagine someone you care about, and they've had a rough day at work. Things are not great, and you know they're on their way home, and you happen to be over at their place, sitting their cat or something, but you know that they've had a bad day, and they could really use some care. And so, as they're commuting home, you gather together some plushy cushions and a blanket. You put on the hot water kettle because you're going to make them a nice warm beverage that they can hold in their hands and feel the warmth and smell it as it steams up. And you put on some really nice, relaxing music. Maybe even WQXR, New York radio. And you know there's a book that it's either their favorite book or it's a guilty pleasure you know they're going to enjoy. So you get that set for them right there on the couch. And then maybe this is all a surprise or something. And then you leave. Wait, no. Daddy messed up his parable. Okay, so your friend comes back home. And you say, come here, friend. It's time for you to sit down on this couch. And you put them on the couch, get their back against the cushions. You hand them the warm beverage as you pour it. Maybe out of a French press or something. And you give them the book and you have the radio on. And then you say, I am taking your phone, friend. Because you do not need to be reached right now. And you do not need these distractions of the world, of everyone needing your attention or corporations needing your attention. You take their phone and you're going to just put it in the next room. And you tell your friend, nothing matters more in the world right now than you being in a little bubble where all that matters is your comfort. Okay? And then you go on and you leave your friend and you leave their home and they have a really wonderful time. I want you, little bunny, to allow me to be you in that scenario. And I want you to be the friend. So this time, it's going to be your daddy and you, my little bunny. And so you, my little bunny, whenever you have a hard day at work or whatever it is, you come home and you know you need some self-care. You wish you had someone to take care of you. Well, that'll be me right now. I am hereby briefly taking control of your actions, little bunny, whenever you need to tap into this. And I am going to put on the classical radio for you. And I am going to pour you the beverage to make whatever warm, steamy drink you want in the mug you really like. And I am going to be the one that is using your body to gather these cushions and this blanket, or blankets plural, on the couch. And it is me indeed, little bunny, who is taking your phone and leaving it in the other room, because nothing matters more in the world right now than you being in your own little bubble, where you are all that matters. And you don't have to feel guilty, little bunny, because I am deciding it, just in the same way that you wouldn't feel guilty for your friend. You need not feel any guilt. This is me doing something for you. So I guess it's a lie. It's not actually self-care, little bunny. It's daddy care. Oops, I guess I was going to try and tell you how to do self-care. I kind of like taking care of you. I'll be honest. I kind of like this better, don't you? Maybe instead of taking some self-care, you take some daddy care. Yeah. I like this. Maybe I can devise lots of ways that you can have daddy care. We'll start with that one. We'll start with the classical radio station. What is it, little bunny? Which one? WQXR. If you don't know how to do it, just Google it. Come on, you're a smart little bunny. Or you can ask AI at this point, although Google is probably better for that one. Although Google will be AI pretty soon. Anyway. I probably should head to bed, little bunny. Maybe you'll give me some bunny care. Maybe you'll insist that I go to bed. But I still have so much of this wonderful decaf coffee. It tastes so good. This is a form of care, isn't it, for each other? I'm going to invent something called bunny care, and I'm just going to, whenever I want to take care of myself, I'm going to say, this is not even self-care, this is bunny care. My bunny insists that I do this to enjoy myself. Ooh, damn, little bunny. Have we stumbled upon something really cool? This might be a new little thing in the garden. We're just making it all up as we go, little bunny. The garden is one big improvisation. We're just making it up as we go. Yeah. Okay, wow. I'll have to revisit this when it's not almost 3 a.m. So, I want you to take some daddy care. Okay, little bunny. If it's a face mask, or in this case, this first one is going to be curling up with something. I have my own guilty pleasure. Oh, by the way, let me absolve you from ever thinking, oh, I know it's bad, but I like it. I am deleting that phrase from your vocabulary forever. If you like something, little bunny, if there's a piece of content that makes you smile or laugh, or you just enjoy consuming that content, it is good. That TV show is good. That book is good. That movie is good. Because you matter, little bunny. If it makes you happy, it is inherently good. As long as it's not ruining someone else's life. Which, reading a book is not ruining anyone's life. So, read that trashy book, little bunny. Daddy care insists. Okay. I have mine right here. I'll tell you about it sometime. It's this is such a me thing. I'm reading this. Actually, both of the things I'm reading right now are so that I can make better content for you. I love it. Okay. I'm going to go to bed, and I will wake up and write you a poem. Which you will hear in just a moment. I'll be right back, little bunny. Good night. Good morning, little bunny. I slept very well. Thank you for asking. I wrote you a little poem. Would you like to hear it? Okay. Here it goes. Self-care might be rare, since you're a someone always giving. And giving to yourself can feel like a guilty way of living. But you do need time to prioritize yourself. Draw a bath, make some tea, grab that trashy book from the shelf. You need time to exhale, to take everything off your plate. And anyone who may need you, they will be patient, they will wait. And you'll do all this, little bunny, because it's orders from me. Your daddy insists you put on music and make tea. I insist you stop, breathe deep, and give your heart up for repair. Go get cozied up, cozied warm, for some daddy-ordered self-care. Have a great, great week, little bunny. Be good for me. Take care of yourself. I insist. And I'll do the same. Deal? Okay. Take care. I love you. I love you. I love you.